What is going on, everyone? Let's talk about Illinois. You know that state that's supposed to keep Chicago away from the rest of the country? Well, at least it's supposed to. Chicago kind of touches Gary, Indiana, and that place is a cautionary tale of its own. Illinois is the 6th most populous state in the U.S. and the 25th largest in terms of land area. It's one of our Midwestern states, and one of its mottos is the land of Lincoln. That's because President Abraham Lincoln lived there from age 21 till he was elected president and moved to Washington, D.C., and subsequently shot. Illinois is one of 3 states that has more people moving out than moving in. And that's a really bad sign. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why. Here's my top 10 reasons not to move to Illinois. Number 10. Property tax. When it comes to paying property tax, Illinois residents pay the second highest in the United States, at 2.3%, and that's almost double the national average of 1.1%. It could be incorporated into a new slogan: our state sucks, but we're going to tax you like it doesn't. Number 9. The Chicago urban legend. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've heard that Chicago is the murder capital of the world. Different stats like that. Chicago really isn't even close. When you rank all the cities in the world on the number of murders per capita, they're ranked 132nd. When you look at just the US, they do have the most murders, but they also have 8 times as many people as most of the other cities in the top 25. 8 times. It's dangerous, just not as bad as it's made out to be. Number 8. The governors. Illinois is the second worst run state in the country. 4 of the last 7 governors have been in prison on charges of corruption, bribery, fraud, and racketeering. Is that stat right? Holy shit, that's correct. Sounds more like an episode of The Sopranos. Number 7. Roads. Only about 60% of the roads in Illinois are ranked as in good condition. The rest are in poor condition. Again, this is due to the lack of proper budgeting, and I imagine most of the highway contractors lost their licenses during some sort of corruption trial or something like that, back with their governor. Number 6. Fiscal health. Illinois is ranked 49th out of 50 states for the worst fiscal health. Tons of debt, low-paying jobs, makes a lot of Illinois residents unable to make ends meet. It's just a fact. On top of all that, all the extra taxes they get living in this state, it's an uphill battle for most of them. What they should do is have those 4 governors that got arrested for corruption and bribery and all that stuff, they should have those guys teach a night class on how to get extra money. Sounds like they really know how. The whole getting caught part may need a little work, but the getting extra money, they know how to do that one. Number 5. Personal taxes. Not only do Illinois homeowners have to worry about high property tax, but the rest of the working residents have recently been stressed out about personal income tax. I mean, more than they normally do. Just last year, they saw a 32% increase, giving them one of the highest in the country. Have I sold you on moving to Tennessee yet? They don't have any personal income tax nonsense. They're one of like 5 or 6 states. Tennessee is. Number 4. Childcare. Now this one's bad. I remember being a young parent, and it sucks when you're in this situation. Childcare in Illinois is the worst in the nation. Childcare providers are charging rates higher than what parents are making working full-time jobs. It's making it impossible to have 2 working parents, which of course means they only have 1 income coming in, which also means sometimes they're slipping into the poverty level when they probably shouldn't be. Number 3, a poorly run state. In case the governor's being sent to prison, property tax, personal tax, and the roads that suck haven't spelled it out for you yet, Illinois is a poorly run state. As a matter of fact, they're the 2nd worst run state in the country. And it's easy to see from all the statistics, but residents will agree too. 1 in 4 residents will admit that they live in one of the worst run states in the country, and that Justin Bieber isn't helping either. Number 2. Bad for business. Business is not booming in Illinois. It's actually doing the exact opposite. Illinois was ranked 49th as a good place to conduct business and has the lowest rate of new entrepreneurs. This, of course, means the employment outlook isn't really good for Illinois. There's a bunch of stats that show all this, but I was reading through them and they're really, really boring, so we'll just move on. Just remember, it sucks to start a new business in Illinois. And number 1, the crime rate. The crime rate in Illinois is crazy. What's really sad is most of it's done by one city. Sure, there's some other cities that have their share, but Chicago gets the lion's share, enough to bring the whole state down. Chicago, Illinois has one of the worst violent and property crime rates in the country. Violent crime is about 900 reported incidents per every 100,000 people, and property crime is about 3,000 reported per every 100,000. Now, like I said before, their murders aren't as bad as the news and politicians make them sound, but they're still bad, and it's just unfortunate for the rest of the people in Illinois, because that's all you think about when someone says Chicago or Illinois, that it's just this nightmare, chaos, battleground. The rest of the state and 90% of the people are really good people. It's a beautiful place, really, the rest of Illinois. Alright, so that's the top 10 reasons not to move to Illinois. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Illinois is a great state with really, really good people. Like I was saying throughout this video, their biggest problem is the people running it and Chicago. The rest of it's farmland, prairie land. Some of the other cities aren't that great, but it's a really nice state. They just need to fix a bunch of things. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Don't forget all the links below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.